Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this simple dress, and it's beginner friendly. It's a kimono design actually. Okay, so if you're interested, let's get started. This is my pattern paper, and here to the end I have my length, and I have my shoulder to shoulder measurement divided by 2, and to have my armhole depth line, as you can see. Okay, and I am coming down by 3/4 of an inch and also 1.25 of an inch, okay, as my back and front shoulder slope. The back shoulder slope is a bit higher than the front shoulder slope, and here I'll come in by 3/4 of an inch and connect the second point to this point. All right, so and this point I will be inserting my round bust measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch. Okay, so on the waistline also I will be adding 1.25 inches to my round waist measurement divided by 4, and on my hip line as well I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, now I don't need to really explain too much, on how to draft this pattern, because this is a usual, dress block or dress pattern that we are used to. All right, a darkless one now. All right, so I'm sure most of us already know how to do this. Okay, so I am going to be drafting the normal one before altering it into the purpose of this video. All right, so now you can see that I am connecting the side, and from this point I will use my ruler and bring it down. Yeah, as you can see, and on this point I will go up by 2 inches. Okay, from the hemline go up by 2 inches and connect to the center. Okay, now this pattern is going to be one, and of course it's going to serve as the front and the back. Okay, I'm not going to draft any separately, it's just this one that will serve as the two. Okay, so and that's why I decided to include the back and front armhole curves on the same pattern. All right, alright, so this is what I have, and now I can move over to our design. Okay, and I also need to insert my neckline, both the front and the back as well. Okay, so now I'm going to be making use of the back slope, which is the first slope now, as you can see. Okay, and this I'm going to just extend this slope outward. I will extend the line and measure, okay, your desired sleeve length. Okay, in this case mine is about 9 inches, as you can see, and I'm trying to confirm it, so this is about 9 or so. And I need to connect to this point, but before I do that I need to also minus about 1 inch from that 9 to have 8 inches on the down part, on the chest line. Okay, so the difference is about 8 inches. Yours could be the same, the difference of yours could be about 2 inches, but I feel that 1 inch is okay for me. All right, now I'm trying to confirm the round sleeve. Here I have it smaller than my usual round sleeve, so I need to really bring it down a little. So I am coming down by 1 inch now, and I have to extend it as well. All right, so I need to bring this point down. Okay, so this is what I have, and now I can connect the 2 points together. Okay, now here I will ease this part, and I will come down by 2 inches. You can come down by 2, 2.5, 3. Okay, and by using my curve or my free hand, I will connect with a curve line. And you see, so you can also curve it like this and curve it again. So you can pick any one out of those. Okay, those 3, you can just curve it anyhow you want and blend it smoothly. So you can curve it, you know, using any of this curve. All right, so this is what I have, and inserting my neckline, I need to come in by 2 inches more. Of course, the usual standard is 3 by 3 plus 2. I have about 5 inches. So on the depth, on the center front, I will come down by 4 inches, and this is going to be my front neckline. So it's going to be 5 by 4. Okay, and I'm connecting with my curve ruler. So I'll go up, or sorry, come down from the shoulder line by 2 inches and connect as shown. And now I will be adding 1/4 inch seam allowance on both the front and the back neckline. So can you see, this is what I have, and I will be also adding my 1/2 inch seam allowance on the shoulder. So here you can add about 1/4 inch. Okay, so there's no need of adding seam allowance to the side because I had already added it to my measurement. So now I can start cutting. Here I discovered I was supposed to add 1.25, and I think the seam allowance I added wasn't up to 1.25, so I decided to just, you know, make the change, and that's what I'm doing here. Your seam allowance is very important. Alright, this is the cutout pattern, so I'll be cutting placing it on my fabric and cutting. Now can you see it? So here I cut this on fold, as you can see. So, and here I separated this because my African print fabric wasn't enough, so I decided to separate it. So if you are using your pattern to cut a separated front or back pieces like this, you need to consider your seam allowance. All right, so what I did here was that I placed my pattern on the fabric. Okay, so, and I just placed it like this, and I added about 1/4 inch. So you can add up to this amount, maybe 1/2, but half is okay. But because my fabric wasn't really much, so I decided to add just 1/4 inch as my seam allowance. So this will be the one I'm going to use to join it together to make just one piece on the front part. All right, so, and I also use the back neckline to cut all the fabric pieces. So now, because I want this to be at the front, so I'm going to just lower it to fit in to my front. Okay, so I just came down by 2 inches. I went by the measurement, the neckline that was on my pattern. So right now you can see that I'm joining the fabric pieces, the Ankara and the lace. Okay, so you join it, you ensure you join neatly, and this is my shoulder. Okay, so, and I also overlocked all the raw edges to have a neatly finished garment. So if you are here to subscribe to my channel, please ensure you do, and please, one thing is to like the video. Once you like the video, you keep liking the video, more people will be able to get to see the video. Thank you so much for watching. This is actually the finished garment, as you can see. So please ensure you share my videos as well. So thank you, and I'll see you in my next video.